Hey everyone, Fellas Life here, and welcome to my Creation Kit tutorial number 8, how to replace textures on different items in the Creation Kit. Okay, first off, we're going to load up the main ESM and then create a save file. Obviously the save file is going to be your actual mod, so you're definitely going to need to do that. Okay, now that we're saved up there, and we've got a new save, we're going to open up whatever cell we've been working on. I haven't been working on any, obviously, because this is a tutorial, but I'm just going to open up one of the unused cells. Okay, so now that we're in here, let's just say that this wall here, say we don't like this wall and we want this different color or different material. What I'm going to do is double click that, hit edit, create a new ID, so it's not going to change any other forms. So we're going to hit OK, create a new form. Okay, now that we've done that, got a new form, we're going to hit edit model. Okay, under the little material swap, usually it'll give you a couple options of just ones that are built in, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to custom material swap, and then we're going to click the valid only or whatever that little box says. Okay, now that we don't want to mess up with the material swap anymore, we're going to double click the texture there, and then we're going to go down these little drop lists. We're going to look for one that says interior or architecture, and they're going to be the textures for buildings and etc. So I'm just going to pick this little texture. It's like a little metal thing. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm going to hit OK. And now there's that material swap. It's as simple as that. If you go into that game with, well, obviously you have to save the mod and actually put a door into it and stuff. But if you went into that on the Xbox One or PC, whatever, obviously not the PS3 because it's not there yet, that'll be the same. Same with the floors and stuff. They're just as easy to do. Custom material swap. Do the little tick box, double click it. And for this I'm going to go and find like an institute texture or something. So obviously there's not that much in the architecture bit, so I need to go down to interiors. Okay, so there's the little institute tab. As you can see, I've got a lot of little institute textures. These are all sort of little wrap around pretty much everything. I think they're pretty well packed. So here's like a little floor one. You'll probably recognize that from the actual institute itself. As you can see, it matches pretty well. Obviously you can just this is just a flat texture I'm doing, so it's not really anything complicated. Most flat textures will do. But if you're doing a really big texture with a really small object, sometimes it'll look a little bit messed up, or really, well, obviously the other way around, if you know what I mean. We can do pretty much any object in the game, so I'm going to pick this little shelf. I'm going to create a new form, just as we've been doing before. I'm going to edit the base, and we're going to click custom material swap, tick box, and click that. We can use basically any of the interior textures, doesn't really matter. Some of them will look good and some of them won't. So this little one sort of looks a little bit poopy, but you can get away with it. Okay, so I'll put a little couple lights in and see what that looks like. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. You could definitely get away with that. Just looks like a very boxy new shelf. Okay, so let's go on to something a little bit more complicated. Obviously, the bigger the object, the more materials or the more textures it might have in it. So if I just click this TV here, okay, it's just doing this. I hate when it does this. It's so annoying. Okay, you just sort of have to drag it to the side and then deal with it that way. Okay, so we'll just create a new form for this. Obviously, you don't want to mess up every TV in the wasteland. Okay, so let's hit edit base, and you can see this one has two textures, but it's the same exact method. We can change them to anything we want. That one looks really poopy, so I don't really know. We'll just change that just for the sake of it. That's like wallpaper or something. We'll just hit OK. We'll do the second texture, which seems to be the wooden texture, and we'll click OK, and there you go. Obviously you guys can mess about with this and come up with your own little ideas, or it's more really just for making buildings and stuff. So, but make sure you do create a new form. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I know it was sort of a short one, but I'll have a little bit of information on my channel update why I'm a little bit under the weather this week. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks everyone, and have a good night.